Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Vampire the Masquerade Swansong running on xbsx. Alright, this game is also available for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. But I figured since this was a Western developed game, the likelihood that it would be more fully fleshed on Xbox was probably higher. And we'll see if that was a justified reaction. Most of the time, games run better on the PlayStation 5, which is a little odd considering the specs of both systems. But, you know, that may change or that may stay the same. It's kind of hard to say. Choose a save slot. Okay. Alright. Princess Quarters. The Boston court is in turmoil. A code red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. Leisha, and Caleb are summoned by the prince. Vampires, walk among us. Unknowing, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. In its domains, Camarilla courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers, known as the Hartford Chantry. The Alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade, the trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate. Nikon. Presents.
I'll just get this going. There, ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
No, it's happening. No, it's too late. It's too late now.
Oh, sounds like somebody's tearing into a head of lettuce. She must want salad. I can understand that. Though obviously I don't eat enough salad.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here.
Runs a little rough.
We've got a problem. Call them back.
Boy, the LOD is not so hot, huh?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Princess quarters, 11 p.m.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be
Hold on a
bad
minute. You can
if
enjoy the cinema. Okay, dialogue skills. In a dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is compared with that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. You cannot use a skill if the rating is 0. Willpower is 12. Using a skill consumes willpower. If your opponent wins, you gain a few willpower at the end of the dialogue. She has nothing to hide. Oh, that's the only thing I can pick.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a heartbeat. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
What's a code red? Besides a delicious
You say
drink.
this is the first code red in Boston.
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
We clean house.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
Change the subject.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding, as far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool, and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amem. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Disciplines. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clan. Disciplines. Some disciplines can be used in dialogue. As with skills, the higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortals may possess certain powers, although most have no defense against disciple or disciplines. Hunger. Using a discipline generates hunger. Hunger has a value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. A vampire at their hunger's limit risks losing control, attacking and feeding on the closest mortal. Flatter. Oh, that was the only choice I had.
Back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
Amem. My dear Amem. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
Wow, this game's technology is a bit rough so far.
It's gonna be a long night.
This game has been under a number of controversies and development hells.
Welcome.
Some of the original members who created the original Vampire the Masquerade were unceremoniously booted off the team. And not for particularly good reasons. So it'll be interesting to see what this final project is like.
Who's she, Caleb?
Emem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his vial?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
There are usually more of us. Everyone should have been at the party. She's talking too much. There are usually more of us.
Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more of us here.
Is it because of the Code Red?
Could be. We should have all been at that party. But a Code Red is a Code Red. No one can leave. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
He's a real shark. He's one of the members of the Primogen. I don't want to talk to her about it. He's one of the members of the Primogen.
Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin came. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Devon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
Boy, this game runs rough.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Focus. Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 levels. The more you increase your focus, the more willpower costs increase. To be focused, the skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. Right stick, okay. Dialogue. Tie. If the skill or discipline levels are the same, the outcome of the conflict is uncertain. The chance of victory can be influenced by a number of bonuses or penalties, as well as spending experience points. I guess. Your opponents can also focus their own skills. Unlike you, focus only allows them to increase their skill level by 1 level. Player behavior. The risk of opponent focus is presented by a percentage. The more aggressive you are, skill focus, use of disciplines, the more risk of opponent focus increase.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey. Of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury is not here.
Even the motion capture, you can tell, is
What a shitty night. Hazel
troublesome.
pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Okay. The game seems a little quiet, right? I'll turn it up when I get a chance. Do vampires dislike gravity? Alicia, unstable seer.
Okay, Mom. Penny for your thought?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
I've missed her so much, we won't be separated again.
But now we'll be together forever. We'll be inseparable.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
Yes, exactly.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here, because Hazel wants to see us. There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, Emma.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That or she's a major drama queen.
Okay, yeah, it is an unusually quiet game. How about that? Usually I complain these games are too loud. MM doesn't realize how serious it is. We should show the prince more respect. She doesn't know how serious it is.
You shouldn't make light of the situation. Believe me, there aren't many of us who have experienced a Code Red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
He's got no business lecturing me. Dejan asked for it.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
MM can believe whatever she wants. I don't care.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies. Sir, the prince shall see you now.
MM Lois, rebellious star, the diva who lights up Boston nights, But bringing light into a world of darkness can be perilous. MM knows this, but she doesn't care. Investigator. Profile that focuses on knowledge and skills that allow you to go undercover, extort, and steal information. Jack of all trades. Profile that focuses on attributes and a large selection of skills. It allows for a maximum number of interactions, but with less mastery. Veteran. Profile that focuses on dialogue skills and physical attributes. It allows you to use the character's aura in conversations. Free. Profile with no predefined attribute. How about veteran? Character sheet. At the start of a scene, previously earned experience points can be spent to improve the character's abilities. These abilities are divided into two areas, the character sheet and the discipline sheet. Attributes. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes increase the chance of victory in case of a tie. Improving them also increases the willpower and cost of focus. The use of knowledge skills do not have a willpower cost. They cannot be improved by using focus. Discipline menu. The discipline sheet contains the disciplines the character possesses. Discipline powers. Experience points invested in a discipline increase the level and can provide additional powers. Discipline powers can be passive and may be used in dialogue or in exploration. Aspects. A supernatural perception. Once activated, it heightens your 5 senses and allows you to see possible futures and read your enemies. Presence. Discipline tied to charisma, ability to influence the emotions of those around you. Celerity. Discipline that allows you to traverse the environment at high speed and slows down your perception of time. How about that one? Celerity. I have 5 available experience. Blink. Activates celerity vision. Has no hunger cost. Reveals anchor points in the environment that MM can reach using Blink. Blink allows you to move instantly from one anchor point to another. If I have 5 available, why can't I increase anything anymore? Well, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see, physical. When dialogue ratings are equal, the winner is determined based on percentage. The attribute affects the skill intimidation and the celerity discipline. Got social. When the dialogue ratings are equal, the winner is determined based on percentage. Attributes. Okay. Persuasion and presence discipline. This attribute affects the psychology skill as well as the dominate discipline. So do I want rhetoric and persuasion, technology, or deduction and education? Sure. Boy, these menus don't make sense. They do not make sense at all.
Hazel. Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
Why is that?
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Alright. Alright.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
Keep silent.
The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, MM, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't like the court. I need to think about it.
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, MM. I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, MM. Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
Can't count on these textures. Boy, that animation's terrible. I see they didn't have male and female motion capture artists.
MM, I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Sil. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
The hunt safe zone. A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to the safe zone at a time.
No news from anyone.
Do you think that...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around.
Exactly. We've got to keep
Follow
our wits
me.
about us.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it.
Do you need me? Hi. Do you want us to...
I guess we're not talking to you. Is it you we have to talk to?
Did you need something? I'll stay here.
Prey. Prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. To feed, you need to find a safe zone you can lure your prey to. Go after isolated prey. If it is surrounded by potential witnesses, sending the prey to a safe zone will increase suspicion of you. Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Do you need me?
Well, it doesn't tell you how to do anything. Okay, I'm supposed to lure someone over here. Okay, and how do I do that exactly?
Mind your own business, Syl. Now's not the time to make waves.
Why?
Dude, yeah, wow, this is not much of a tutorial. Am I picking the wrong person?
Maybe the Anarchs. Or the Harvard Warlocks. No. They wouldn't dare.
I really don't get it. That seems like I need to bite right away. Is that what I'm going to be doing?
Come on. It won't take long.
Going.
I guess I like the older blood. The kiss. Vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger. When feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the buttons or you don't release it before the bar is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Killing prey will increase suspicion. Mortals will be on their guard, while vampires will question your respect for the Masquerade. Resonance. Some prey, their blood emotionally charged, have a resonance that your character will earn after feeding. At the end of a scene, the resonance provides an experience bonus for the corresponding discipline. If more than one resonance is acquired during a given scene, only the last one acquired is saved. Second bite. If your prey survives, you may feed on it a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion.
Absolutely divine.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Then there are the palaces, the mosaics,
I know
the
that
gardens,
voice.
and the vibrant youth population.
You must have been busy with the police and all.
They make a lot of noise, but life always finds a way.
Victoria!
MM! My little Rose.
It's been so long.
An eternity, you mean. And yet,
Look at you, as splendid as always.
I've learned from the best.
Adorable. How are you? This is a rather depressing night for a
Hi, Paul.
reunion.
I'm worried. I'd like to go home, turn the question around. I'm worried.
This atmosphere is starting to weigh on me.
We haven't had any news, but everyone is expecting the worst. What a strangely human attitude.
I understand them. Some are waiting for their children, others for their sires.
Are you waiting for someone too?
No. That explains why I'm less stressed out than everyone else.
I hear business is going well for you. Your Black Rattlers are making quite the splash. You can be proud of everything you've accomplished, darling. Your name is on everyone's lips.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. I'm really happy to see you again. I wish I had more time to talk.
Is there something stopping you?
You could say that. One of my acquaintances is in hot water with Miss Iverson. I need to help her.
I'm going to give you a piece of advice then. Don't waste your energy helping others. Let others handle their own problems. Their mistakes aren't your business.
The character is Jay is important to me.
Journey is someone I can trust. I can't let her down now.
Is Journey a prince?
No.
Then her opinion doesn't matter. The only individuals who should matter to you are royalty. The rest, they're just for decoration.
Thanks for the advice, Victoria. You've helped put things into perspective.
It's only natural. I'll always be here for you, darling. And I hope the feeling is mutual.
You know it is.
Wonderful. I'm relieved to see that despite the travails of time and distance, our friendship is still intact.
What are you doing in town anyways? The last time I heard about Victoria Ash, she'd just gotten back to Atlanta.
You know I never stay in one place for long. But to answer your question, I came to do business.
For the agreement, I'm guessing.
You guessed right. I'd hoped to meet up with one of my associates tonight, a warlock I'd sent to Hartford. Unfortunately, he still hasn't made his appearance.
He might still come. The night's not over yet.
Oh, you're refreshingly naive. We'll see.
Let's see, she's interested in the agreement with Hartford. Does she know what's going on out there? I heard about her wedding. Does she know Hazel? What does she think about the court?
You knew Boston when it was a Malkavian city. What do you think about the court now?
Iverson has successfully made her mark. It can't have been easy, with Quentin's grip on the city.
Boston was on the brink of chaos when Hazel took over. I don't always agree with her methods, but she gets the job done.
She knows what she wants. I respect that. Our family needs more leaders like her. That would be a welcome change from our usual weather vanes.
I heard about her wedding.
I've heard rumors about you. Something about a wedding?
Oh yes, my wedding to Tigurius. It was fabulous. We had a spectacular celebration.
Congratulate her.
I think congratulations are in order.
Oh, do you? It's a political marriage. Nothing more. Our family needed it.
You did it for the cam?
You seem surprised to hear it. You may not have noticed, but the Camarilla has lost some of its luster since the Ancili left. Our survival depends on our ability to make compromises.
Does she know Hazel?
I imagine you've met our prince.
Of course. I went to see her as soon as I got to town. I must say, I was surprised that Quentin King was no longer on the throne.
Do you miss him?
Not in the slightest. Quentin had his charm, but he was too unstable. Iverson, on the other hand, she seems powerful, refined.
A true blue blood.
Absolutely. Nobody's perfect.
Does she know what's going on out there?
I imagine you received the alert as well.
Yes, I was with your prince when the message was sent.
Do you have any idea who triggered it?
Alas, I have no idea. Iverson didn't care to share that with me. She knows how to control information.
I'm not even sure she knows herself.
She's going to need answers. I doubt her subjects will wait much longer.
What did you hope your emissary would do? Double-cross Iverson?
Oh, please, I'm just curious, that's all.
Diplomats are rarely sent out without good reason. If you sent someone, then there was something in it for you.
Fine, guilty as charged. I'm very interested in your prince's project. I'd like to transpose it to Atlanta. I contacted the Warlocks to try and learn more. I was actually surprised that Deneb agreed to cooperate with Kindred outside his chantry.
Deneb?
Hartford's regent. I understood that he was the one Hazel was in negotiations with.
Are they really that wary of outsiders?
Warlocks are naturally suspicious of other families, but Osborne? He's unique. Paranoid, eccentric, and highly intelligent. The type of man you can't manipulate.
You seem to know him pretty well.
Well enough to know not to trust him.
I'm sorry, but I've gotta go.
I understand. Duty calls, but before you leave, I have a favor to ask you. I mentioned my emissary earlier. If you hear anything about him, please let me know when you get back, would you?
I thought I was only supposed to focus on my prince. Have you had a change of heart?
Huh. You're using my own words against me? It's a big favor. I'm aware of that. But I'm a loyal friend, and powerful too. If you can do this for me, I'll owe you one.
Fine. I'll let you know if I learn anything.
Thanks, I hope I'll see you again soon, darling. If you need anything, I'll be right here.
Thanks, Victoria. See you later.
Okay.
Can I help you?
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm looking for Journey.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
The prince has a floor all to herself.
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
There's a surveillance unit.
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
I
I know that perfume. Jay.
Heightened senses. Auspex enhances your 5 senses. This condition reveals new interactions, detecting scents, listening to conversations from a distance, revealing the past of objects, and even experiencing premonitions. You can also discover items that have been hidden using supernatural powers.
Where did you go, Jay? Underwood and Fang. Bazori's ears must be burning.
Dear all, please don't forget that if you have any issues with the archives, you need to contact Lazarus, not me. Thank you, April.
Keltum and Lazarus. I smell gossip. Took the elevator to get here.
No. Okay. I mean, I know she took the elevator. I walked here with her.
Oh, you again. What do you want?
Receive messages from Jara to me, maintaining order. I've asked our retainers to arrive before sunset for more discretion. From Jara to me, forward. Need confirmation. I'm still waiting for that paper.
Her last message to Abigail.
I need you to track down the file on the 1998 Solstice Party. Page 3 should be of interest to you.
The file. Wonder where they put it. That could be of interest to me. Hey, Fang.
Good evening, Miss Lewis.
Call me a ma'am, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Alright, so maybe I need some sort of card somewhere.
I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay.
Checklist, evening of 9/4. Venue reservations, venue setup, invitation sent, limo reservations, Red Salon vessels seen with Dr. Dunham, servant security, 2 more needed, food for vessels and servants, check with Abby, check the level of secrecy, Jana.
Jay always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
Club business cards. Guest list, unification party, 94519. Bunch of names. Probably not important.
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
What does Journey risk?
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
destruction?
Yeah. There's a good chance of that.
Drop it.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
December 4th, 2019, 9 to 10. Current business, presentation of the annual report. 11 p.m. Unification party starts when all guests have arrived. September 7th, 2019, tour of Dr. Dunham's Red Salon. September 9th, 2019, private audience all night. September 12th, 2019, meeting with Mr. Underwood on the management of the Red Salon. Meeting with Dr. Dunham on integrating the thaumaturges into the Red Salon. Security review with Mr. Drury and Mr. Leto. September 13th, 2019, monthly meeting with Mr. J. Moore. Reread speech to the Primogen Council on October 21st. Come up with more authoritative ending.
I swear, she was standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, as you like, Miss Abigail Perry. And I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about an old party that she tore out.
But why would she need that? Why now?
They can't hurt me. I hope he's all right.
I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here. Jay, what were you doing in the archives? File about a party from a few years ago.
Confidential.
One Journey asked Abigail to look at.
Confidential file. Solstice Party, 12/22/1998 archives. At the request of our Prince, Quentin King, the winter solstice will be celebrated at his home on the 21st of December for the entire night. At his behest, the celebration will be inspired by the masquerades of the European pagan calendar. Invitation message approved by our Prince. Your esteemed Prince of Boston, Quentin King, does you the distinct honor of inviting you to the winter solstice celebration at his home. Inspired by pagan masquerades, please come accompanied and, above all, masked. You will be able to pledge your respects and allegiance to your revered Prince throughout the longest night of the year. You're expected at 7:30 p.m. on 12/21/1998. Please note, refusal is not an option. The safety of the N+1s is not guaranteed.
Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
Last items borrowed. September 1st, 2019, Hartford Unification Party 945. Jardrory. Okay, so she did check it out, huh? Where'd our little paper make its way to?
Calm down.
Alt pager. Message from Hilda McAndrews. Abby, can you confirm that it's safe to come to the Iversons? I'm waiting for your reply. Read note.
This is the connection between the email and the file from the archives. Journey asked Abigail to meet her in an alcove at the bar.
Need your help. Meet me as soon as you can in the alcove.
We've got to talk. The trail ends there. Where could she have gone after that?
Miss Lewis.
Hmm.
Oh, great. My shadow.
On the London court, based on the most recent information available, we can draw the following conclusions. Although no official census was ever attempted, at the turn of the millennium it was commonly believed that there were many more than 200 vampires living in the Greater London area. The city's massive size made it relatively easy for newcomers to come and seek their fortune while hiding from the court. As a deterrent, kindred who were not registered with the London court were considered to be fair game for the Scourge and other bounty hunters who could practice diablerie.
I'm tired of waiting.
This practice often deterred newcomers, as it had come to involve even the upper echelons of the London Camarilla. Indeed, Queen Anne herself was a practitioner of diablerie, and for a long time she took every opportunity to claim the blood of undesirables. In 2008, mortals reported an uptick in forensic abnormalities, including bodies that temporarily appeared dead. At the same time, the same report was made by a team in charge of human trafficking cases. Thus, the new anatomical suspects referred to as the infected, it is believed.
I wish I was outside instead of being cooped up in here.
So, what exactly did Hazel want with you?
Nothing but smoke. She doesn't need to know. Tell her about Journey. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but this is between Hazel and me.
I can't believe it. Don't you see what she's doing?
Yeah, she's asking for a little discretion, so what?
We haven't heard from anyone at the party all night. Many of our own didn't make it home. And she's still reigning through division. She's doling out information strategically. It's the worst possible thing to do in a crisis. And we needn't even mention how she treats the Primogen. She straight out refuses to see us.
Well, that's worrying.
She's isolating herself. It's a bad sign. Hazel's gone completely paranoid. She asked me a ton of questions.
You understand why I'm worried?
I don't need this right now. I've gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Be careful. I'm tired of waiting.
You can run. I was wondering. I was like, am I going to walk this entire game? No return action. Choices marked with whatever that is indicate there's no going back. Before selecting one of these options, make sure you're done with the exploring the area. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I need to do.
The door is locked.
Okay, so B toggles run.
No fucking way. Shit. So this is where you've been.
Oh,
hiding.
Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Drury's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party.
It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them.
It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Calm down.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be all right. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not.
I did everything right, ma'am.
I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
Take it to the prince.
It's gonna be fine, Jay. I'm sure you can explain everything.
I'm scared, ma'am.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
Well, I don't know. Leisha, unstable seer. From madness sometimes comes great clarity. A wise prince knows how to recognize this rare talent in their subjects and gives them the recognition the others deny them. Okay, investigator, jack of all trades, veteran. I guess it would be investigator. I have no experience. Nope, nothing.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past.
I don't remember.
That was a long time ago, you know? I can barely...
You've helped me to foil conspiracies, make the right decisions for the domain. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
Yes, but it's got nothing to do with it.
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
No, I say nothing.
You and Delson are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What? Oh, Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare.
Mom, I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
I hope Journey hasn't come looking for the same thing as me.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Vampire the Masquerade Swansong running on xbsx. Yeah, boy, this game needs help, technically. It's got a number of pop-in issues. The frame rate's all over the place. And it seems like some of these models have not been worked on for a number of years. So, yeah, this early journey into the game is certainly not a smooth one. And again, there's been a lot of drama behind the behind the scenes in the making of this game. So, not necessarily surprised that it didn't come out of the gate super strong. However, that being said, I do kind of like the visual novel-esque gameplay of this. And it seems like you have a number of different choices to make, and how you approach conversations, and potentially how you do actions. Obviously we haven't gotten into the action portion of the game, or the action RPG portion of the game, but so far it's interesting. It's certainly something that's piqued my interest, and I think we'll play more of it as time goes on. Yeah, check it out. Again, it's PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox One and Series systems. And on the Epic Game Store if you have a PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.